So it just dawned on me that the 44-year-old me today, still chasing the same dream that the 19-year-old me had. And I have some news to share. It's some pretty big news. And that's on my mind because if the 19-year-old me were hearing the news that I'm about to give, he'd be absolutely freaking out right now. For those that have followed my journey for a while, you know that professionally, I've been an entrepreneur for 25 years. And in every season of my life, no matter what I do, it's never just been about business. For me, it always has to be about something more personal. I've always been attracted to purpose-driven, mission-driven companies, brands, communities. And in business, for at least the last couple decades, it's really been around health. I think I've just kind of stayed in that lane because deep down inside, I do really believe that without our health, we really have nothing else. I've been leaning in a lot lately to my faith, and I think that's absolutely needed for our mind to be in the right place. But our health is what gives us the physical energy to follow and move in the direction we want to up here. And I think the last couple months with everything that I've been through, my family's been through, our community is still going through, it's just a reminder of just the importance of you have to take care of yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. You have to prioritize self-care because you have to have the energy in order to keep going, in order to overcome, in order to have the resilience that just it takes sometimes to get through everything that's put in front of us. And I believe at the core of that is health. That's probably one of the reasons that I've, been in that lane as an entrepreneur now for quite a while. And one thing just about me, for those that don't know me overly personally, I love to create. I believe I was created to create. Actually, I believe we were all in our own way created to create. I think that's why I became an entrepreneur and have stayed an entrepreneur for the last 25 years, is as an entrepreneur, I get to be a builder, right? We get to be problem solvers. It's the old cliche in business. Find a big problem and figure out how to solve it. And you'll have a successful business and a successful career. And one of the problems that has just been weighing on me a lot, really over the last couple years heavily, is just how frustrating our own health has become. We went from this era of where we didn't have enough information and enough education and didn't know what to do, to now we've moved into this era where it's almost like we're overwhelmed with too much. People are drowning in data, distracted by fads, disconnected from what actually is working today. Many of us were just left asking questions like, what really matters? What does all this mean? What am I supposed to do? And those questions, although they're simple, the answers can be super frustrating. And many of us were left just to react as opposed to prevent when it comes to something as foundational as our health. I just don't think that's okay. It shouldn't be okay for us as individuals. It shouldn't be okay for our families. It shouldn't be okay for our future. And I think health should be simple. I think it should be personal. I think it should be precise. I think it should be empowering. I don't think we should go about it on our own. That's just my personal belief and opinion. We deserve a path, not a prescription. And I've been working on something quietly with a few partners for a while now, behind the scenes. And I guess I'm excited to share with all of you some pretty big news that the concept, it's called Protocol, has recently been acquired by a company called Herbalife. And you might know that name. It's been around for 45 years. You might know someone at some point in your life, that had you try one of their shakes, or maybe more currently, if you're into sports, you recognize the name from the jerseys of the Galaxy, the LA Galaxy, or Beckham, or Cristiano Ronaldo, or all these athletes and sporting teams that kind of represent the brand. What you may not know is it's a big company. 45 years, it's a $5 billion global public company, one of the largest health platforms in the world. And they're headquartered right here in Los Angeles, right in LA Live. And I just think about the 19-year-old me hearing that I get the opportunity to build something I'm passionate about on top of a platform of the size and scale and magnitude that is Herbalife. It would just be an entrepreneur's dream. I just wanted to share all of you the news and let you know that I'm moving into a next chapter or a new chapter professionally. So I've been asked to join the company's executive team and help with the global strategy.
For the very first time, our new Chief Strategic Officer and President of Protocol, Blake Mallon.
How come we're in a world and a time today where it's like there's more information, there's more education, yet it seems like when it comes to taking control of our own health, it's harder than ever?
I had a mentor one time say, Blake, find something you love and do it for something greater than yourself. Honored and humbled, and the fact that I get to do something I'm incredibly passionate about, build things that matter, create things that make an impact, to get the opportunity to lead a whole new brand, a whole new division, and really build and create this concept of protocol and bring it to the world in the months and the years to come. And the thought of being able to do that on the size and the scale and the magnitude that are going to be possible is a humbling and exciting place to be. And so I wanted to share all of that with you as exciting news in my personal journey, and because I'll probably be sharing some of the journey behind the scenes as we bring this idea to life. But beyond that, I think I just wanted to share this with you as just a real reminder to us all that we just never know how our story is unfolding. And we're all gonna go through times that are unexpected, unwanted. We're all gonna go through times where we find ourselves questioning why. We're gonna go through those times where we wanna give up, we feel defeated, and it's gonna be easy to just throw it in, quit, and stop. But my entire life, professionally, personally, continues to prove that if you just keep going, keep getting up, keep believing in what's possible, keep having faith that there is a better tomorrow ahead. New doors are gonna open up that you never, ever expected. And this is one of those doors for me that I never expected and wasn't looking for and didn't see coming in any way. Yet here we are walking through. And I know those doors are waiting for you. So that's the update in my world. I appreciate all of the love. I appreciate all of the support. Keep you updated as we continue to go into this next chapter on what we build. And for every one of you on your journey, just remember, if you just stay true to yourself and keep going, you can't mess up the path that's meant for you.